functional medicine. I did a video prior on my journey through the functional medicine doctor and getting my gut healed. Hey, this is Nani with Nani and Bobo, and I just wanted to continue on that road. I went back for my follow-up today, and it was very, very interesting because I brought in some information that I was asking questions and about hormones. And if you know, I did a video on hormones, and I just really felt like that might be another missing piece in my health journey. And he was very, very open to it. And he said, had I not gone and gotten my gut all healed up, he wouldn't even have discussed hormones with me. He said, because it would have been defeating until that gut was healed. Well, I didn't realize that gut was so sick. That gut dysbiosis, I just thought, it's just a term for a messed up gut. But it really was way more than that. It was serious. You could have serious disease and illnesses when your gut isn't functioning. And again, I didn't know about different probiotics because I said, do I stay on the same probiotic? He said, no, we're going to transition every 3 months into a different probiotic because your body gets used to those species. And so also, he said, what we found is that you kind of do it according to seasons. Well, that made a whole lot of sense to me. And so if you want to keep like I have allergies during the seasons of, spring and summer and fall. And so to keep those under control, you keep your gut under control, which is part of the histamine issue, but that has to do with the probiotics. So it was very interesting information. But what I wanted to say today was that, again, I've been preaching this for a long time to a lot of people, and now I'm doing it on YouTube, is be your own advocate. I went in there with a lot of information and knowledge. So when he talks to me, he's like, you already know that. You already know that. But he brought the missing pieces of things I didn't know, that I didn't know how to put it all together. And so that's what he's been helping me. And I highly, highly, highly recommend a functional doctor. I mean, even Bobo was very impressed at what he learned about his health today. But today I'm talking about mine. And I just, it's just been an eye-opener. It's been the missing piece. And I believe that. There's a scripture that says God put it in his mind or their minds, and it's in Nehemiah, and I use that scripture every day because I believe that what I need to know, God will put it in my mind. And I believe he led me to the functional doctor. I don't care what age, people, that's what he said. Well, you've been in menopause for quite a long time, past the 10-year mark where we usually don't use hormones. He goes, but I don't feel that way. I believe you can benefit from the hormones no matter what. And so he is ordering the hormone replacements. We're going to test the testosterone. But he agreed with me. My symptoms were in line with perhaps being very low in estrogen and maybe even the testosterone. But that has to be totally checked first. And I was excited that I feel like I'm on a right track again. I was a little nervous, I will tell you, about doing hormone replacement. But because of all the information now, all the studies, all the scientific backing, that they're way safer than we've ever thought they were. And the knowing now that the studies were flawed. So I'm a little bit at peace with that. And again, like Bobo said, if I start to have bad symptoms, then I go off of it. But it's worth a try. Especially, I don't know, I talk to a lot of women and they don't sleep. And that is a big, big issue. And I was struggling since my 40s with the sleep. And so if that can work out, because we know sleep is very restorative. You need to sleep. It's when your body is healing and resting and at peace. And so without sleep, you're just disrupting everything. And so I'm excited. I'm excited again for another bit of information that is another missing piece in my health journey. And like he was saying, well, I don't like to do a lot of supplements because they can be very expensive. And I said, at this stage, I don't spend money on, I'm not a big makeup person. I despise shopping. I don't care about all the new clothes and the new fashions and all of that, but I care about my health because without health, we have nothing. So you can't function without your health. So I will spend the money on my health, but he also was very good about saying there's different platforms and places where you can get them at a better price. But that's what he doesn't like to throw a lot of supplements because he knows how expensive they are, and getting quality ones is extremely important because then you're wasting your money. And so he did, talk about that a lot to both of us. And again, I'm so excited. I really, really am. Like, I want quality life. I want to feel great all the time. And I've been getting the gut under control, but I've been struggling with a lot of joint aches, the lack of sleep, just, not feeling on top of it. So I'm excited to see what this next piece is going to bring. And what I want to say, and I'm going to end with this, is be your own advocate, do your own research. You will be far, far ahead if you're going in there armed with knowledge, with information, so that you can talk intelligently, ask the right questions. Today I went in with a list. What about this vitamin? What about this? And he was very receptive and we went over it. And so find yourself, if I can plug functional medicine, I'm going to plug it. Find yourself a functional medicine doctor. Get out there and get your health back. Don't accept that this is just the way it goes. That's what he was saying. We just accept things, well, that's part of aging. No, we can feel good even as we're aging. Things do change. Your gut changes. You don't absorb well. We don't break down foods. That's why enzymes are, and he even emphasized you could be on enzymes the rest of your life because it's good. So I'm leaving you with that. Find a functional doctor if you're not feeling good. Be your own advocate. Find your own information. Search, ask questions. Be open. Don't close yourself off and say, oh, well, that's for somebody else. That's not for me. I don't need that. I'll just suffer in silence. Don't suffer in silence. Get out there and get a better life for yourself. And again, it might not be that you have the resources of money to buy all the vitamins. Well, then you get it in your food or you find other ways. There's answers. And so my prayer for you today is to seek those answers, to knock, to ask, and to seek. And you will find the answers. It's available to you as it was to me. So thank you for listening. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all of that will help us push these videos out there. The algorithm will recognize that people are watching, and we need every bit of that support. And just grateful that you've taken time with me. And I just thank you again. God bless you. Have a great, great rest of your week, evening, day, whatever time you're watching this video. God bless you.